Okay, I haven't really done a lot of videos on Manny Pacquiao. The last video I did was on Manny Pacquiao. I was predicting that Timothy Bradley would beat him on a controversial points decision. That happened. So now, moving on. I don't know if it's me, but Manny Pacquiao is getting less and less impressive in fights. And he seems to be in decline. The last fight that I can look at, I can remember looking at Manny Pacquiao and thinking, God, this guy's awesome, is when he knocked out Ricky Hatton in 2 rounds. He looked fantastic that night. And even the night when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, he looked like a real murderous puncher. The Cotto fight as well, he was able to hurt Cotto on numerous occasions and drop Cotto and stop him late. But since the Cotto fight, it's all been points, wins, and his fight against Mosley, he dropped Mosley, but never sort of finished Mosley off. Dropped him, and so I was just happy for the points win. The Marquez fight, I thought Marquez completely outboxed him, to be honest. But Manny won the fight. I know a lot of Pacquiao fans will say Marquez won the fight. No, sorry, we'll say Pacquiao won the fight, but it's clear for me. I think Marquez outboxed Manny. And then the same people that said that Marquez clearly lost to Pacquiao will turn around and tell you that Pacquiao was cheated, robbed against Timothy Bradley. Look, I just call it as I see it. I've got nothing against Manny Pacquiao. I think he's a good fighter. Great, I wouldn't say. I think he's a good fighter. My problem with Manny Pacquiao is that he's had fights and won world titles at catch weights, and I do struggle and I do worry about these catch weight fights. When you're trying to get people, like for example the Miguel Cotto fight, Miguel Cotto came down to fight him. He didn't fight him at light middleweight. Miguel Cotto came down to some ridiculous weight to fight him, and even Oscar De La Hoya. Why didn't Pacquiao fight Oscar De La Hoya? And De La Hoya was fighting a light middleweight. I mean, he fought De La Hoya, and De La Hoya hadn't fought in that weight division for over 7 years. And you saw what happened there. So that's the thing about Manny Pacquiao. That's the only thing about Manny Pacquiao that I have a problem with. Yeah, I know Pactars are going to have a start dig at me as well. I don't care, to be honest. I'm just calling it as it is. He looks in decline to me. He's not looking as good. But he's getting older as well, to be fair. And the sad thing about it is, by the time Mayweather and him do come together, Pactars will say, well, you know what, Manny was old anyway, he wasn't great, he wasn't fantastic. I mean, Manny Pacquiao hasn't knocked a guy in a long while, or badly, since the Hatton fight, like I said. So I don't know, and it seems to have coincided with when Mayweather started talking about him being on, potentially alluding to Manny being on drugs and all the rest of it. And the other thing that I noticed about Manny is his leg cramps. He's having during fights. Same with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. having leg cramps, and we know what the suspicions about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is, especially with the Andy Lee fight. Is Manny on something? I don't know. One set of people say he is, another set of people say he isn't. I don't know. In this world of boxing, anything's possible, and we all know that Bob Arum's cash cow is Manny Pacquiao for now. But now they've signed, I believe they've signed Donaire now. So I think that Manny is coming to the end of the road, to be honest. And he does not seem the same force, same formidable puncher as years gone by. But it could just be me. Let's talk about him fighting Marquez again. Well, look, Marquez, in the 3rd fight they had, Marquez for me looked like he'd solved the Manny Pacquiao puzzle. He didn't get dropped. He didn't look close to getting dropped, and he boxed the ears off Manny. Freddie Roach is not a tactician as far as I'm concerned, because the 3 fights they've had, Manny keeps getting caught with the same punch from Marquez over and over and over again. So I can't see that fight materialising. If it does, I'm going straight with Marquez. I'm not even thinking twice about it. And if he fights Timothy Bradley again, as I said, I think that Pacquiao is in decline. And I can see Timothy Bradley actually beating him convincingly this time around, as opposed to last time. It was controversial, and yes, I felt Manny won the fight. If I were Manny, you know what? I'd take the Mayweather fight now. Take the Mayweather fight, win, lose, draw, take the money, mate. It'll be the biggest amount of money you make in your career, to be honest. You ain't gonna make that sort of money against Marquez, and you're taking a chance against Marquez. You fight Bradley again, you know, and you lose to Bradley again. That's your legacy dealt with. So as far as I'm concerned, I think you should take the Mayweather fight. Break whatever contract you've got with Aaron if you can. I'm sure Mayweather won't mind spending some money on you breaking that contract. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe someone else will chip in with some money to get you out of the contract that you're in, and we can have Mayweather Pacquiao. Why not? Mayweather's just come out of prison or come out of jail. Pacquiao hasn't looked great in his recent fights. Put them together, as people will generally begin to lose interest in the fight, and it's a shame because it would be good to see Mayweather Pacquiao. But let me know what you guys think. I'm out.